Well, I know that I asked for a few minutes with GraniteGrok, and we've been running on a little bit longer. You've
Sorry.
No, I've asked questions, and like I just said, I want to hear the entire answer because we want to give people an idea of what your philosophy is. Because if your constituents don't know who you are, why should they vote for you over somebody else? Let me end with one last question. Our state motto is live free or die. And most people forget what General Stark said after that. For death is not the worst of all evils. I did a post a few years ago. There were a bunch of academics who decided that was too harsh of a motto for the state. That to keep young people here in the state or to attract new ones, it was too harsh. They felt that, well, that sends a message of just harshness, that would turn them away. That meant that they would be on their own and there would be no network underneath them to catch them or help them move forward.
Personal accountability. Very scary.
Very, very scary. So my question is, the motto, and I can say it, I know that you can't, but these bleeding heart tinfoil activists who don't really understand what true freedom can sometimes mean, which is the freedom to fail. What do you think of our state motto? Do we follow it? And are there those that are trying to get rid of it, if not in name, but in deed?
I love the state motto, and I think you know that I'm a native-born Texan.
Don't mess with Texas.
Don't mess with Texas. But the big part of my history is understanding and believing in something greater than yourself. And you have to be willing to make hard choices and in some cases die for your beliefs, because that's freedom, that's liberty. We hold that torch and we pass that on. The folks at the Alamo knew they were going to die, but they died for something bigger than themselves, and that was freedom and liberty. Now, that sounds pretty flowery and pretty grandiose, but live free or die, for death is not the worst of evils, is pretty clear. I think that increasingly, and I've only been in New Hampshire for 12 years. You need to understand that I'm new here. But even in the 12 years that I've lived here, I've watched the softening of the edges and the oh my goodness, that's not really what it means, and I fear it's trying to be changed, not necessarily in name, but in fact. And if we're not here to live as free people, I'm running out of places to go.
Well, on that note, that very good note, I might add, because I do believe that, you know, because the only flip side answer I could say was what I used to hear when I was younger: better red than dead, and something I totally disagree with. So, Susan Olsen, running to be the New Hampshire State Legislator for Merrimack District 7.
Warner and Webster.
I want to say thank you very much for taking more than a few minutes with GraniteGrok.
Thank you, Skip. It's a pleasure.
Thank you.
GrokTV.